Today we are going to go through some of the important tips on sales negotiations. I'm sure it will be very useful for you in your next sales meeting. My name is Ameya and I help startup entrepreneurs by giving important tips in this channel every single week. Before we begin, hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up to show your support for this channel. In this video, we are going to learn some of the important tips on negotiation skills. Let's jump into it. The sales cycle is usually divided into qualification, need analysis, meeting decision makers, sending proposals, and finally doing negotiations with them. Before you get into a negotiation, you need to make sure you have considered few important points to make it a profitable deal for your company. Your customers are going to negotiate the pricing or agreement terms depending upon their urgency and budget. Following tips could be helpful during negotiation meetings. Number 1, need analysis. In order to make it a better deal, you need to understand customers' needs. When it comes to requirements, you must have all the numbers of quantity, a number of products, delivery timeline, and most importantly is their budget. You can ask all relevant questions to your prospects to get this information. This will allow you to calculate the value of your deal. Timeline and budget will help you to know how much the prospect is keen on buying your product. You should also find out what is the problem of your prospect which they are trying to solve by making that purchase with your company. Number 2 is urgency. Find out how urgent it is for your prospect to make that purchase decision. If he is in urgency, then higher pricing would not stop them from buying your products. For example, when the businesses are going through a bad financial phase and when they are in need of some financial debt, they are in high urgency of funding. In this scenario, they would not mind paying higher interest rates to the financier if the fund requirements are fulfilled on an urgent basis. Point number 3 is pain points. Understand customers' pain points very well. It helps you to understand the importance of your products or services in their world. Simple example is of packaged drinking water. It may be easily available in cities, however it is a pain point for tourists or maybe the locals in desert areas. So there are people, if you will see, they will buy maybe the drinking water even if the pricing is really higher than the normal, the average rates. Because in desert areas, you don't find drinking water easily. You have to go and then shop around. Point number 4, competition study. Before you negotiate your pricing or terms with your prospects, make sure you study the competition. In case if the prospect is already using your competitor services, then ask them about the current cost they are paying. In many cases, they will tell you the insights and the more details about your competition. You can also study the competition through various sources like the industry associations or online forums. There are various sources. Point number 5 is pricing negotiation. The prospects always negotiate more on pricing. Everybody wants higher value products but cheaper pricing. However, you must remember that cheaper pricing also gives you a lower positioning of your brand value. That's the reason negotiation on pricing is not the only solution to win that sale. Instead, you can explain the value of your product or services, to justify the pricing. Point number 6 is commercial terms negotiation. This could be an option to negotiate instead of negotiating on the pricing. So when the customer demands to give them a better deal, you can consider increasing the warranty period or payment terms. This will not impact your revenue to a great extent and it will also help you to close that deal. However, make sure you don't give these options to the customers in the first place. It can only be used when you feel it as, it's a last option to close that deal. Point number 7 is patience. Many times the sales guys get very impatient during negotiation meetings. The major reason is due to the targets and deadlines they have in their profession. But remember, sales requires lots of patience. Especially during negotiation, you should stay calm and give time to prospects. Your anxiety will show them how much the deal is important for you, and ultimately it will help them to negotiate that deal more hard with you. So these were a couple of tips for today on negotiation meetings. If you found this video helpful, please give a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I will see you in the next video.